you don't know me, I'm Big Rube, you know what I'm saying, from the Dungeon family, you know what I'm saying. You might know me from like, you know, Outkast Records, you know, Goody Mob, Organized Noise. When I was about 11 or 12, I started really like getting into like listening to hip hop music, Nucleus, you know, all that shit, Curtis Blow, Melly Mel, you know, all that Grandmaster Flash. Like in the 80s, 81, 82. Then when I got like 12, like 83, I heard Run DMC. You know, Run DMC really made me want to rap, you know what I'm saying? But at the time, you know, you had it in your head that if you went from like a New York or something like that, you wasn't really gonna get a record deal. So I still rapped, I just liked it for fun, like rap for fun. And I'm sitting there looking at like MTV or something, we had got cable or whatever. I'm sitting there looking at MTV. And that King of Rock video came on. They walked in like, and the old dude was like, it's a rock and roll museum. Fuck y'all doing here, you know? So they just snapped, started tearing up shit, kicking Elvis shit over, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, like, I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that shit just, it felt so hard, like, you know, it felt so real, like, damn, they like, fuck that shit, man. You trying to say our shit ain't, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I want to be on some, I want, you know, have that power, like how you just felt bigger than life, you know, I'm the king of rock, you know, like, I was like, yeah, that shit dope, I want to rap. So it's funny because at the time I had like a Nucleus tape. I had like a Michael Jackson and a Prince tape. I might have threw them shits away. And I was like, I'm finna just get some rap shit. So I got all into the rap music. And like I say, up to about 15, just, you know, got into it, freestyling, kicking it around with the fellas, whatever. Then I started kind of writing them down and stuff. By the time I got out of high school, clique got together. Like I said, we had cats that could dance, sing, do music, all kind of shit. Just had a lot of talent around. So I was like, man, we could do some shit with this shit. Because Rico them had the dance group guests, and they had started to get some gigs dancing behind certain MCs and rappers and stuff, like music groups and stuff. So he like, shit, parlay that shit on in, because we had Quez, he could sing, Sleepy could sing and produce, and parlay that shit into some shit. So we started fucking with this dude, Joe Carnes, Gene Carnes, his mom, she a singer from back in the day, has a couple of hits or whatever. Joe had a little studio at his house, East Point. Started fucking with him. He was already fucking with Cool Breeze, who we went to school with anyway. And my man Ray. That's how I met Ray, through him. And Ray was in a group called 6 Cents. You know what I'm saying? They had, at the time, we had just went in the Desert Storm, and they had this song called Pray for Peace. So they put them like on the morning, Good Day Atlanta or whatever, put them on the news and stuff. So Ray was like stupid on the beat machines and shit. Like, damn, this cat is awesome. So we ended up not messing with Joe for whatever differences we had, and ended up staying down with Ray, you know what I'm saying? And Cool Breeze ended up being a part of the crew, and then other cats came in, but it was like, I just, one day I told Sleepy, I said, man, what do we have to do so we don't have to mess with, you know, this guy over here no more talking about Joe? He's like, shit, if we had some equipment, you know, we just need some equipment. We need a beat machine, shit like that, turntable. So I bought the MP. And when I bought the MP, Reek went and got some more equipment, you know, mixers, he just hooked it all the way up in the apartment and shit. We banged it out in the apartment until they threw us out for being too loud. And then we got the first dungeon. You know what I'm saying? Got that motherfucker, got the house rented out. His mom was nice enough to let us be up in there 24/7 just doing music and shit. You know, she was a big influence, or a big, you know what I'm saying, enabler of us to be able to do what we wanted to do, you know what I'm saying? So I really, you know, you really can attribute a lot of that to her too, because a lot of people mine would have been like, yeah, get the hell out of my house, you know. But we got that right. We got that shit done, man, and first group we put out was PA. And after that we put out Outkast. Outkast blew up, you know what I'm saying? But it's like we put them on a TLC remix, What About Your Friends? And what it was, they was originally hired to produce the beat for the remix. We put Outkast on there, you know, on like a little surprise, little something extra. When LA heard that, he said, damn, I like these cats. So he listened to some more of their stuff, he ended up signing. He heard Outkast, Goody Mob was on there. He said, who the fuck is these motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? It's Goody Mob. Well, damn, let me hear that shit. Signed them. And he also heard, and we also had me on there, we had Sleepy on there, stuff like that. And then one day we sitting down in the dungeon and Reek came up with this idea, yo, you should do that shit, like, you know, how you doing, like, we just be sitting around talking. You should, like talk on the record, talk on the beat and explain some shit. I'm like, what? So I didn't even realize, it wasn't even in my head, spoken word and all that. I just, you know, what you talking about? So, okay, I'll talk on it. did that, and it kind of turned into people say, "Oh, well, you doing spoken word?" You know, I didn't even think about it like that. I was like, "I'm gonna say some fly shit on right before the song," you know. And off of that, we kind of came up with the idea to say, "Well, we should just do a group, me and Sleep, because we did a lot of writing together on that album, and it just was a good chemistry, you know what I'm saying? And we was like, we could do like an eclectic type of funky soul type of group. We didn't know what to call it because the word neo soul hadn't even that phrase hadn't even been coined yet, you know what I'm saying? So technically, we was like the first neo soul group because they used to say we don't know where to play y'all at with the rap shit or with the R&B or with the, you know what I'm saying? So, and then a lot of artists came out after that that you could say were comparable to a society or so. So then it ended up making a genre. But basically everything kind of happened in its own steps, in its own, you know, it's like it was meant to be. It wasn't a situation where we planned every little thing and niggas is geniuses and it came out exactly how I predicted. It was like, we're gonna try to do some dope shit. We're gonna try to do it to the best of our ability, keep it real, represent our shit, represent Atlanta, represent real hip hop. And it just ended up just working, like it was just meant to be. Like everything we dreamed about putting together, a lot of stuff came out even doper than we would have thought. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a blessing. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest challenges in my career has been not getting, I guess, pigeonholed or boxed in into just strictly just doing spoken word, because I do, you know, I write songs too. I do a little bit of production, but I'm really a MC, a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So one of the biggest things I've had to overcome over the years was people just assuming that that's all I did, you know what I'm saying? Just that one aspect of my talent, just one facet of my character. And I try to tell people all the time, it's just like what makes a diamond so pretty is that it has all these different facets, all these different sides to it, you know what I'm saying? You know, if it's just one facet, that's basically a window. You know, you just look right through that. But what gives you so much reflection and refraction of that light is all these different facets. So it's the same thing with an artist or any other person. You know, people aren't these, when you see somebody on TV or music or whatever, you kind of get a one-sided kind of view of what you might think they are, your interpretation. And sometimes you get a good artist, you get more than one side, but you don't know them as people. You know, people think they do, but you don't really know them as people. So you don't know all of the complexities in their character, you know, that make them who they are, and also and ultimately made them be able to bring what they brought to you. You know what I'm saying? So people think they know you and shit. So I guess the biggest, it's just like anybody else. It's like anybody, whether you're an actor, singer, whatever. You don't want to get pigeonholed or just boxed into doing one thing. You know what I'm saying? I've never gotten rich or any of that shit. But to me, the greatest accomplishment I've ever had has been to positively affect people. And the reason I know that is because people walk up to me all the time and they say, "Hey, bro, you know, if it weren't for you, I would have dropped out of school." Or I even had people say, I was going to kill myself this night. I decided to kill myself, and I listened to y'all shit, and I heard the spoken word come in, and I changed my mind. Or I heard y'all message on them songs, man, and that shit made me better myself. Those type of things, when people say that type of shit to you, there's no amount of money that can compare to somebody telling you positively affected their life, or you actually helped them, or you actually saved their life. Like, you like, damn, I ain't saved your life. They like, nah, bro, I'm telling you, you saved my life. So it's like, when somebody tells you that type of shit, it's no money value you can put on that, because it's, you know, it's nothing more valuable than that. You know, you can make $1 million, you can make $1 billion, but when people tell you you saving their life and doing all that, there is no amount of money that can surpass that. So to me, I felt like I've been very successful, because I got people telling me that their lives have been changed for the better just for me doing music. You know what I'm saying? And that's, you know, what more can you ask for? You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to do positive things, and when you're trying to help out the community, and when you want people to be uplifted by what you're doing, if that's what happens, what more can you ask? That's what you was looking for. You know what I'm saying? I want people to really remember that we just, you know, we kept it real as far as hip hop goes. We represented, you know, the South, but not just the South, but just represented humanity in a way where it's something you can be proud of. I don't care if it's 10 years from now, 100 years from now, 200 years from now, where somebody can say those boys motherfucking was the best, or they were goddamn, you know, awesome the way that they did their music, the way that they brought across their messages. You know what I'm saying? And also the legacy while I'm alive. You know, people saying that somebody saying that they actually affected us in a positive way, instead of bringing the youth or the blacks or anybody down, society as a whole, instead of taking away from it, for them to say that we added to it, you know what I'm saying, and affected it in a positive way, you know what I'm saying, whatever those ways are, that right there is the legacy I want to leave, you know what I'm saying? And a couple of dollars for, you know, for the kids and shit you leave behind, you know, of course, you want to leave a little college money, but really though, you know what I'm saying, I can't really ask for more than people being positively affected by what we done did and people loving us for what we do and for who we are, not because they think we superstars or super rich and all that. Because people love us regardless, you know what I'm saying? And they love us because they know we love them, you know what I'm saying?